There's a lot of traders that spend their valuable time on activities that hardly produce a profit, but they are completely unaware of this and continue to waste a lot of time to just get less results. Or even worse, how about the haters in the comment section who spend their time watching my videos and write a comment just to say that TF2 is dying or trading is a waste of time, don't do it, get a job instead. Very ironic to spend your time saying that I'm wasting my time. And I can't really blame them because I used to think in a very similar way that burnt me out. Back in the day, I would literally spend hours trying to trade every single day, and I'd be lucky to make even a key profit that day. All of my free time vanished trying to yield less than $2 profit. Brilliant. But when I finally got good at trading through sheer hours of experience and observing what the big successful traders did, I learned about the 80-20 rule, which is insanely valuable. If you're unaware of what the 80-20 rule is, it basically states that 80% of effects in your life are often a result of 20% of causes. And that's really incredible. You spend just 20% of your time in order to make 80% of the rewards. And in TF2 trading, this is highly applicable. There's so much fluff you should be cutting out that isn't delivering you a result, but will save you so much of your time. And then you can put all of your focus onto what really drives profit, and you'll save so much time and energy while reaping often more profit. For instance, I only trade about 15 minutes per day at the moment, and I'm selling thousands and thousands of dollars worth of items every single month. It doesn't even feel like work to me, yet I'm getting handsomely rewarded with a lot of profit. I could be trading 3 hours a day, but I'd burn out so quickly just to get a tiny bit more profit, which is not worth it at all in my opinion. So I hope you get to a level in trading to where you're making dozens of keys profit per day, whilst only spending 15 minutes per day actually doing any trading. And if you're interested in my challenge of making 100 keys profit in under 90 days with full guidance from me and my experienced team, as well as a heap of other helpful resources, check out the top link of the description where many other traders have found success in my premium trading program. Additionally, check out the free Discord server with over 1300 members to ask for advice when you need it. So, let's go over some specific things that I used to do, but I now encourage you to completely cut out because you may think that they're making you profit, but in reality they are stealing a lot of your valuable time whilst hardly producing any results. Number 1. In-game trade servers. This was probably my worst time waster ever, and I know a few people do swear by trading in-game TF2 trade servers, but I'll tell you my experience. So the classic in-game trade server is where you boot up TF2 and join a community server that is intended to be all about trading rather than playing the game. You then advertise your trades in the chat box or over voice chat so that people can offer you a trade, or you see someone else advertise their trades and you send them a trade. Despite being preached as an absolute requirement in many Team Fortress 2 trading videos in the past on YouTube, in-game trade servers eat up a lot of your free time in exchange for little profit. This was the reality for me and very likely the reality for you if you've ever tried it. This is because everyone in a trading server is a trader. The mindset of a trader is to make a profit by buying an item for a discount and then reselling it for more, usually around its suggested price. Now, if we put ourselves in an environment where everyone is a trader, then what's the dynamic going to look like once we hit the Steam chat window or anywhere else? It is not possible for both people to profit off of each other if they both have a profit-seeking mindset. One person has to be the seller, one person has to be the buyer. The seller doesn't want to sell his item that low to the buyer's best offer. The buyer doesn't want to buy the item off of the seller's best offer. And now we're in a dead-end maze. No one in the server gives a damn about what you have to offer to them. They just want you to offer more value for them. Even if we're talking about mix/item offers, one side still has to be more valuable than the other side, but both parties want the more valuable side, which is an impossible relationship. And this is not even talking about the fact that half of the players on the trade server aren't even interested in trading. They're more interested in abusing cancerous server plugins and trying to get as many kills as possible on a trade server. Additionally, unlike passive trading platforms such as Backpack.tf Classifieds, Marketplace.tf, or Manco.store, trade servers require active participation without the assurance of making a trade. Your time could be better spent elsewhere, where your items can sell even when you're not actively online. Therefore, I recommend you to just avoid trade servers since a majority of the time, at least from my experience, it's a waste of time. Since you're playing a game that has no probability of a desirable outcome for yourself, and instead you should seek casual TF2 players who wouldn't mind paying a good amount for your items or give you a sizable discount worth looking at. Number 2, Raffles. This mainly goes for scrap.tf raffles, both public and private, but it also applies to nearly every kind of giveaway you're aware of. Even if joining some sort of giveaway was monetarily free, it's costing you your free time, even if it doesn't seem like it. These few minutes here and there add up to so many hours, and the odds of you winning something actually valuable is slim to none. From my experience, I've entered 2,095 public scrap.tf raffles and 249 puzzle raffles. This would have easily taken me several hours to do. And in total, I've won 23 total raffles. That's pretty much a win rate of 1%. And since the total quantity of raffles is so low, let's just add up everything I've won and see how much profit I would have made by investing several hours of my own free time. My first raffle win was this 2017 sticky hot dog worth 1 ref. Second was a Deluxe bar, that's 1.05 ref now. Third was a Katyusha, which is a regular old craft hat worth 1.33 ref, so in total that's 2.38 ref now. Fourth was a Vaccinator, which technically is the most expensive weapon now, but this was back in 2019 before they got expensive, so I'm counting it as half a scrap. Fifth was a singular second banana worth half a scrap. Sixth was 3 battle-worn robot money furnace parts worth 3 ref altogether. Seventh was a singular sandwich worth half a scrap. Eighth was a singular gunslinger worth half a scrap. Ninth was a Spartan Tyrolin worth 1.33 ref. 10th was a Noisemaker Winter Holiday worth half a scrap. 11th was a dueling minigame worth 0.77 refined metal. 12th was a Vintage Ambassador worth 1.77 ref at the time in December 2019. 13th was a Widowmaker worth half a scrap. 14th was a singular refined metal, but this doesn't even count because I made the raffle where I gave away 25 refined metal and one winner didn't redeem their prize, so it went back to me, which counted as a raffle win apparently. 15th, I won an actual refined metal, which wasn't mine. 16th, I won an Ellis cap painted a deep commitment to purple, which I'll be generous and say it's worth 3 refined metal. And 17th, the last public raffle I won on Scrap.tf was a U-Clanker worth 1.33 ref. And for the puzzle raffles, I won a scrap metal for the first, I won a Quickie Bomb Launcher Specialized Killstreak Fabricator for the second worth half a scrap. I won a Beggar's Bazooka for the third one, worth half a scrap. I won another dueling minigame for the fourth, worth 0.77 refined metal. I won a Pretty Boy's pocket pistol for the fifth, worth half a scrap. And lastly, the best item, I won a Haunted Alternative Medicine Man for the last raffle, worth around 5 ref at the time. So in total, for spending hours joining these raffles, I won just under 21 refined metal. And as you saw, I literally gave away 24 refined metal in a giveaway I did in 2019. 21 refined metal is not even $1. Number 3, placing buy orders. I feel like this is something everyone has done or has thought about doing. If you operate a trading bot with a lot of listing slots and a lot of pure capital, then fine, placing buy orders is not a waste of time. But if you're a human trader and you're placing buy orders, sorry, but your time is getting rinsed apart every second you spend doing so. And this is for a multitude of reasons which should be heavily swaying you away from wasting your time placing buy orders. Firstly, not only are you competing against other human buy orders, but you're literally competing against bot buy orders which will literally overcut your listings. Imagine researching and placing 100 listings for unusual hats, which could take up to a couple of hours, and literally overnight, heaps of trading bots overcut your listings, and all of your hard work is rendered useless and you do not get one single trade. Secondly, as a double bot owner myself, there have been so many instances where my trading bot secured a buy order over a human trader despite the human trader offering more for the item and explicitly mentioning that they'll beat the bot or accept instantly. And as I always say with trading bots, people really love the convenience factor of instant trades and are willing to sacrifice a couple of dollars to immediately buy an item they desire or sell an item they want to get rid of. And lastly, without even mentioning how rare securing a buy order is, you also need heaps of listing slots and pure keys to get started, akin to a trading bot startup. So not only is your time being wasted, but so is your money. Number 4, trolling scammers. Now I know it's fun to troll scammers and you kind of justify it by trying to waste the scammer's time, but in reality, you know you're wasting your own valuable time. Scammers can very much just message multiple people at the same time, so they really aren't being limited by your trolling. Plus, you're probably being added by a few scammers per week, so it's collectively adding up to hours per month if you really think about how much time you're spending doing this. Not to mention, it's late 2025. You don't even know if you're talking to a real person. So therefore, I believe your time is much more valuable than a scammer's time. The next time you receive those invites and it's really obvious it's a scammer, just click ignore, or even better, just click block. And it'd also be nice if you changed your profile to make it obvious for scammers to not add you, or to make your profile a difficult place for scammers to find other victims to take advantage of. Some things I recommend you do include make your friends list private. This makes it much harder for scammers and impersonators to target your friends, which prevents them from having to tell you that you have an impersonator or anything similar, which saves time in the long run. You can do this by going to your profile, click edit profile, click privacy settings, and then private your friends list. And while you're at it, private your profile comments too. Even if scammers and impersonators can't see your friends list, they'll still target anyone who commented on your profile, which leads to the exact same thing. And lastly, install the script in the description, which is called Steam Detective. While you are viewing Steam profiles on a browser, this script will make it very clear if you're talking to a scammer. This collectively saves up a bit of time, which is a nice to have. Number 5, dead-end negotiations. I don't know if there's anything I hate more than when I accept someone's friend request and they message me saying if I'm interested in their items, and they ask me to go onto their backpack to pick out what I like. And even if I actually just do decide to pick out an offer despite not liking what I have, these types of people always give me the most disrespectful lowballs and still try to negotiate me when I've clearly displayed no interest. As a result, no trade between us occurs, and I've just wasted like 30 minutes. It sounds like I'm exaggerating the amount of time these scenarios occur, but it seriously does take that long. It takes anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes for each party to research and respond with every message, and you're negotiating a losing trade that you would have never done in the first place. So what I do nowadays is make it really blatantly clear that I'm not interested in the other person's items, and I'll tell them to make an offer on my item because they were the one that added me and therefore displayed interest. I'll peek at their first offer, and if it's just horrible, I'm not negotiating anything, plain and simple. It may sound rude, but really it's just two people on their computer screens talking to each other, hoping to secure some profit. I'm not obliged to force bad trades if I'm genuinely not interested. What I've noticed by doing this is that I save a couple of hours every week not having to waste my time on dead-end negotiations, and I feel way less frustrated if something in trading doesn't go my way. So, if you implement this one technique into your own trading, you'll automatically save yourself some stress and several hours every month. Don't force yourself into a bad trade if you know it was never going to go your way. Number 6, efficient time usage. So I've just analyzed some of the worst time killers in trading that hardly produce a result, but what about the 20% of actions that actually produce 80% of the results? Here are just 3 actions that I strongly recommend to you if you want to make great profit while being time efficient. The first thing is to consistently check for deals. I've always said at least twice a day, 10 minutes at a time, go over the market in your chosen niche and see if any profitable deals popped up. Some days you don't find anything, but that's completely normal. I guarantee that if you actually stay consistent in doing this, the right opportunity will strike you and it's your job to capitalize on it. I personally do this myself and it works. I recommend it to my school members and it works. There's no reason why you have to spend hours per day securing your deals and you don't even get them in the first place. Secondly, if you're a more laid back, non proactive trader, you should utilize cash websites. Cash websites such as marketplace.tf and manco.store make it perfect for you to list your item at a price it has sold for in the past and literally just kick back until it sells. It may take weeks or months, but this time is completely independent to your time, so you're saving yourself a lot of active time which can be spent however you enjoy spending your own free time. If you're more of a proactive trader who needs to spend more time to make progress, make it a goal to eventually switch over to cash websites when you have the capital and it feels great to get sales by doing essentially nothing. Thirdly, you need to engage in education. Whether you're watching my videos or you're asking specific questions in my Discord server or you're a school member of mine who wants to learn the complexities of the TF2 economy, I strongly believe that the time it takes to build knowledge will save you a lot of time and mistakes in the future. Every trade you make, every deal you research, every question you ask builds your experience and this shaves off time for your future self to be lazy while still making excellent profit. So that's all I have to say on the biggest time killers in TF2 trading that hardly produce a result and some of the most important actions you must take if you want to be truly time efficient. At the top of the description is my premium trading program where I'm running a challenge for the school members to make 100 keys profit in under 90 days, with the help and resources from myself and my experienced team. Additionally, be sure to join my free Discord server with over 1300 members. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications and leave a comment. I'll catch you next time. See ya!